The latest. Thank you for your love and support. I appreciate you all. Another military takeover in Africa, West Africa. This clearly shows that West Africa is no longer a democratic region because the people in this region are not ready to continue with democracy. Just some few days ago, we heard that Guinea-Bissau, there was a military takeover, and today Benin, on the 7th of December 2025, the military in Benin came out live on the national television to tell the world that they have seized power. According to reports, the president is still missing, but the military decided, according to them, that looking at the security level in Benin is nothing to write home about. This man is not doing anything in his power to protect lives and properties, especially the northern part of Benin. They also talked about how the economy of the country is not doing well. They talked about the agriculture sector, how things are. And looking at all these things, they decided that they will not allow Patrice Talon to continue to lead the nation without doing nothing. So that is the reason to which they decided to take over the country in order to give the people the better life that they deserve. At least maybe when they look at what is happening in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, this maybe motivated them, because per the speech that they gave, they are there to save their nations. But for now, we don't know the actual motive of these people. Benin has been a nation that always are all in all are always referring to this nation that it is working in the interest of the oppressor, making sure that they use Benin to accomplish the aim of the West, France. And Patrice Talon has been a puppet.
Beninese and Beninese, dear winners, on this day, Sunday, December 7th, 2025, Defense and Security Forces, after reflection, well matured and to give a reference to our country, have decided to take our responsibilities. Following the multiple abuses of the government, it is about on the security level. The continuous deterioration of the security situation north of the Benin, l'ignorance, and the neglect of the situation of our soul brothers, and especially those of their abandoned families, to their sad fate by the policy of Mr. Patrice Talon, promises relayed in grand pompe on the media, la promotion, to higher ranks of some military personnel, at the expense of the most deserving, the compulsory retirement of many military personnel and paramilitaries, still valid, suffocate with regulations of account and hate. On the social level, the radiation, all azimuths of state officials destroying, thus entire families. Cancellation of the socket, in charge by the state of dialysis, patients resulting in deaths, the expense. The denigration of the body, teacher through the creation of the category of EMs, a theme that reflects marginalization, even a bumbling of people, yet very committed to serving their country. Poor management of the agricultural sector, the reduction. See the disguised annulment of fundamental freedoms economically, the confiscation of all vital sectors of the national economy. By a minority, the introduction of stifling taxes, thus the already poor populations, the confiscation of loans on the states d'Oie in a total opacity, the awarding of public contracts, without public contracts, without political transparency, total exclusion of actors with ideas deemed to the governance of Mr. Patrice Talon, is the deprivation of certain citizens from their right to make the choice of their candidate, the vote of the chrysogenic laws, the return to asylum of certain citizens of the country, all-out arrests, and the imprisonment of citizens. Enough intimidation EU with respect to EC, which precedes the military committee. For the refoundation, CMR has decided, the Constitution of November 2025 is suspended. All institutions are dissolved. The activities of political parties until new order. Maritime land borders of the Benin are closed until new order. The seizure of power at this time translates the firm will of the military committee of the refoundation, excluding all social strata of our country without any distinction. In the continuation of the transition and restore the national cohesion, the National Army will exercise, until further notice, the fullness of the devolved state powers of the Benin, all civil servants of the Benin, all the workers in our cities and countryside, wherever they are, must continue to ensure normally their daily tasks with more faith and discipline. As for the valiant populations, the Army invites them to go free to their occupations in the peace, and to the international community, the military committee of the refoundation reassures that the international commitments of the and human rights will be respected. Finally, the Army solemnly commits itself to donor to the people of Benin the hope of a truly new work, where it wins the fraternity, the justice, and the symbolic work of our national unity. Long live the Army. Long live the refoundation of our dear homeland. Long live the Benin, the Republic, or death the people first. Made in Cotonou on December 22, 2025. Communicated on Committee, the Military Committee for the Refoundation, CMR. Reunited. This day, Sunday, December 7th, 2025, Cotonou deliberated and decided as follows. Patrice Talon is removed from office of President of the Republic. Lieutenant Colonel Tigre Pascal is appointed Chairman of the Military Committee for the Refoundation to count on this day, made in December 7th, 2025. I thank you. Let's go fast. He didn't go fast. He did not quickly. It is necessary to follow them. It is not with us. It is necessary to follow them, guys. If you don't follow them, they will escape us. It's good, but I already have a few times. Come at the same time. Come as soon as it's good. Give the top. Beninese and Beninese, dears on this day. Sunday, December 7, 2025, U.S. Defense and Security Forces, after reflection, well matured to give a landmark to our country, have decided to take our responsibilities. Following the multiple abuses of the Patrice Talon, it is about on the plan. Security, the continuous deterioration of the situation. Security in the north of Benin, l'ignorance and the neglect of the situation fallen to our brothers, and especially that of their abandoned families, to their sad fate through the politics by Mr. Patrice Talon, despite the multiple promises relayed in grand pompe on the media. La promotion to higher ranks of some military personnel at the expense of the most deserving in retirement. Many military and paramilitary personnel, still valid, settle accounts and hate. On the social level, the radiation, all azimuths of state officials destroying, thus entire families, cancellation of the socket, in charge by the state of the dialogue, resulting in deaths in Tanzania, the expense, the denigration of the body. Teacher through the creation of the category, of the armed terms that reflect marginalization and even a proletarianization of people, yet very committed to serving their country.
This is a nation that we think that democracy is doing well because we are not hearing anything of that sort. Not knowing what we are hearing in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso is all over West Africa. But just that certain people have decided to cover this. But the military said they can fold their arms and watch Benin just become something else. So they are coming in as a revolution, as a movement, as a liberator to set the people in Benin free. For now, no matter how much we want to celebrate, looking at what happened in Guinea-Bissau, we cannot celebrate because Guinea-Bissau, it turned out that it was the president that decided to stage this coup. But the people in Benin are speaking a different language. And it is only time that will tell us if this coup is actually a genuine coup. Because West Africa, we have everything it takes to make sure that there is a better life for the people. And these are the things that our leaders are just not doing. And we expect the military to be doing something wonderful. Because when things are going backwards, it is the military that we expect that can come in to set us free. But we are so disappointed in the military that staged the coup in Guinea-Bissau just to protect the same system that is making the lives of the people not to progress. Africa, clearly we are not happy with the system of democracy because we've seen that it is this system that is not helping the African to move forward. So we are telling the world that the African is no longer ready to continue to live under the system of oppression. This is something that we hope that it will be a good coup like what we are seeing in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, so that at least Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso will be free. Because looking at what they always say, it is Benin that these people, France, is using to have access to Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso. Africa, we are tired. We only need people that will lead to make sure that we get our sovereignty. Other than that, whatever that we need to change the narrative here, the African have it. This is something we are expecting to be in the interest of the people because we have had enough of all these things that we are seeing in our soil. And we have military people who vow to protect the continent, the nation, who are also supporting these politicians that are doing nothing to change the narrative in Africa. We don't deserve to suffer because all that we need, nature has given to us. And while we also continue to remain slaves in order to benefit other people is something that we the Africans need to reconsider. Think about, like the Gabon military leader who staged a coup just to police France. And in a live video, this man was telling Ali Bongo that he should even be thankful that if it were to be somebody, an outsider, it means this was an arranged coup. We expect that this that happened in Benin wouldn't be that of either Gabon, Guinea, or Guinea-Bissau. The African, this is our time to be free. And we must fight for that freedom. And there is nobody that will give that freedom to us if we ourselves aren't ready to fight for that freedom. We are the only ones that can set ourselves free. United we stand, divided we fall. And united we keep standing forever and ever. The greatest enemy of the African is mental slavery. So let's decolonize ourselves from mental slavery. Let's keep sharing to educate our brothers and sisters. Together we make Africa great for ourselves and the next generations that are going to come. So that's the latest around the world in Africa, West Africa, and in Benin.